Yeah, another video for my 144,000 of you all around the world. Now, whenever you get to see this video, if you see this video, trust that your time has come. Your time has come for ascension. Now, this ascension business, let me tell you something. This is a wonderful, wonderful situation. But the process, hello, people of the world. Welcome to Awaken the Ego. My name is Alula. I'm back with another video. Today, guys, I want to share with you how the universe lets you know, how God lets you know, how your intuition, how all the evidence, lets you know that you're headed for the best chapter of your life after the process is done. Now, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the most critical stage on this journey of spiritual awakening, which is ascension. Now, I did hear some people talk about ascension, but some describe the whole process like back to front, what I compare it with mine. So that lets me know that the spiritual awakening process is not a linear process. It's not a straightforward, or it doesn't happen the same way for everybody. But the symptoms, guys, are the same. Now, when I look back at my journey of spiritual awakening, so this is how it went. So there was the initial awakening, which is like a jump start kind of thing. You know what I mean? So this period lasted a couple weeks for me. And then I went on to the next stage, which was the most exciting stage of this journey. So now, after you go through your initial awakening, you go to what we call the soaking stage. This is where you go discovering all this metaphysical stuff, the things you did not know before. This is where a lot of people go into meditation, that kind of thing. Some people go into religion. Basically, this is where you're doing a whole lot of research, I guess, and you try to see where you fit in this awakening. At this time, you might take a liking to a particular teacher, you know what I'm saying? Like a particular channel, like particular like priest or whatever. But that is, guys, that is the soaking stage. Now, if you do this correctly, when you do this correctly, in my experience, you're gonna be met with the next stage. And now this stage is the stage that we're gonna be talking about in this video. This stage is a stage of ascension. Now, the best way I can explain ascension to you guys, it's like when the universe or God pushes you off a cliff. Boom, right there. To see if you're an eagle. You know what I'm saying? To see if your wings, or to see if you are able to find your wings. Now, when you get ready to go to this stage of ascension, now usually what happens is like you become so sensitive. It's like your nervous system is beginning to go through the renewal process. You know what I'm saying? The next symptom on this ascension is like, at this stage, it's like you don't want to soak in any more information. It's like you're so overloaded. You know what I'm saying? You have taken in all this information. Now this information has gone into your subconscious. Now you're getting ready to take off. Now when you're getting ready to take off, actually let me just say like this, guys. Let's get down to the points. What is the first sign that you're getting ready to take off, like lift off? That is, the first one is, this is where you're gonna begin to have lots and lots of doubts, particularly about this spiritual awakening journey. This is where all the baggage that you've been carrying all this time, this is where it shows. This is where your limitations come to surface. This is where you are battling between your old self and who you're trying to create. When I look back at it, man, that was the hardest moment of my life, even. Not just this journey. This is where many people abandon the journey and turn back. This is where you're gonna be met with all this loneliness, isolation. You're gonna be by yourself. This is where your family will turn on you. This is where you even turn on yourself. Now, the reason why this happens is that now your limitations, whatever all these things that was holding you back for all this time, these things are coming to the surface, not to scare you, for you to process them and release them. Because these things that you're holding on, these limitations particularly, guys, this is what is holding you down so that you're not able to fly. It's like I was living all the limitations that was on my subconscious mind. At times, it was so overwhelming. But then, after some months of being in this, I can see this process was unfolding. And I was releasing all these baggages one by one. I'm still releasing them. But let me tell you something. I'm beginning to find my wings. This is where you're gonna be met with the most resistance you ever felt in your life. Basically, nothing seems to be working on the inside and also on the outside. So that gives you guys a clear view is that you create your own reality. Now reality is nothing more than what it is that you're feeling inside of yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like your old worlds begin to burn down. All of a sudden, the apartment that I felt so cozy in, that I spent a lot of time decorating, felt so small. You know what I'm saying? And also, this is the time where you are expanding on the inside. But the hardest part about this is like, there's no evidence. Usually you're broke. Usually there's nobody around you. Everything, guys, gives you the biggest resistance you ever face. Another thing I noticed as well is like your problems begin to look bigger than it really is. And then it's followed by physical symptoms. Now, let me just put this disclaimer out there. I'm not making this video to scare you guys. This is the process of ascension. Now, when many people talk about ascension, they express this thing like it's a peaceful experience where it's like meditation, blissfulness. You know, I'm in the blissfulness now after it was all done, but the process is so messy. Now, another thing as well that is so important is the physical part of the ascension. Now, I've already said that you become so sensitive to your surroundings. You become so sensitive to crowds. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have empathic characteristics. It's like you cannot be around too many people. You know, isolation, tiredness, aches and pains, reliving of your trauma, things coming back, like, you know, feelings, but all that, you know what I'm saying? It's like all these things are making noise on their way out. You know what I mean? Now this time, the thing that have helped me the most, guys, really, was nature. You know what I'm saying? This is where I started making these videos out here. I started walking. You know, gentle exercise as much as you can do them. Sometimes you cannot do them. Isolation, so important. Lots of rest. You know what I'm saying? And basically, do what you're led to do. Alright, moving on to the last point, which is you're gonna become an hermit. Literally in that sense, like some kind of spiritual person. Now, for many of you people, this is temporary. Maybe 2 seasons, 2 years, 3 years, something like that. Now it's in this isolation, guys, where you get to establish your wings, your new identity, what you're gonna do, who you're gonna become, and how you're gonna step out as a new you. You know what I'm saying, guys? It's in this isolation where you set up the goal. It's in this isolation where you make an agreement with yourself. It's in this isolation where you shall say to yourself what you're gonna be. and follow through. Yeah.